You have any questions of me?
Can I just give you $500 to go home?
It'll be a bribe.
There aren't many folks who would crack a joke about bribing a Texas Ranger after just being indicted for misusing public office. But hey, Matt Wiggins is special.
Well,
There's a reason we often joke he's the king of Kemah.
What I do in my little town, makes a difference, and I enjoy doing that.
Wiggins was still smiling when he went to court the other day to finally face the felony charge of abusing official capacity. Wiggins was accused of sending out these newsletters while in charge of the water board, with personal attacks on his political enemy, now the former mayor, Carl Joyner. Among the early witnesses at trial was James Wilkins, that Texas Ranger who did the interview right after Wiggins was indicted and arrested almost 2 years ago.
Patricia Grady is the trusted conservative choice for judge.
In the end, Wiggins only needed the help of this Galveston County judge to get out of any possible conviction. His defense had called no witnesses after the prosecution rested. Despite promising earlier to make the trial the latest chapter in the saga of Kemah political wars, former Mayor Terry Gale was on the witness list. So was Walter Gant. Wiggins wanted him fired as city manager, and the council did just that. Wiggins also threatened to call me as a witness. Boy, I wish she had. But it wouldn't have mattered. In the end, Judge Grady declared a directed verdict of not guilty. As the Galveston County DA's office noted after the ruling, that denied the jury the opportunity to decide the case. Prosecutors were furious, and they should be. We wanted to show you this video right after the trial ended. The jury saw it in open court, but after we asked to get it so you could see it, Judge Grady, she issued an order to seal it. She ignored our protest over the public right to know. But hey, this is Galveston County, where a little apparent misuse of public funds is, well, I guess, okay.
so you know.
That's the message the judge really delivered, but we got the video anyway. In the end, the trial boiled down more to just how much money Wiggins misused. Wiggins' newsletters, they added cost to those water bills. Every single page does. His defense argued that stuffing his tirades in the area's water bills was no harm, no foul, because the bills, they go out anyway. That would mean the postage couldn't be part of the criminal charge. No more felony, he argued, just a misdemeanor. Prosecutors were set to give the jury that very option. Instead, the judge just let Wiggins off the hook. And that sends a horrible message in a county where the DA is already weak on enforcing public corruption rules. In Dickinson, the mayor is illegally withholding records from us. Councilmen's conflicts of interest seem to be ignored. In Texas City, we busted the mayor for paying a bill to his friend without an invoice, so we don't know what it's for. A top fire department official gets accused of lying on a sworn affidavit. After promising a grand jury, the DA's office changed their mind. So the indictment of Wiggins was a rare rebuke of public integrity.
This is a waste of taxpayer money, and it's this snake has a long tail.
Here's my take. Folks who pay water bills in Kemah and Clear Lake shores, they don't care one bit about the petty political fights, and they don't want to pay for all that nonsense. Matt Wiggins is rich, and using public funds to attack our investigative reports on Kemah is a waste of their money. Get your own YouTube channel, Mr. Wiggins. They're free. Do you think this letter is petty?
Yeah, it's pretty petty.
Businessman John Bowen was one of the folks who complained to us when the newsletters first went out. His business had also been hit with a big increase in Kemah fire fees. Do you object to political attacks being put in a water bill letter?
Right, political attacks should be separate, all on their own deal. It's a bit of a three-ring circus there.
Even a water board member at the time called what Wiggins did childish, part of his never-ending political fight with Joyner. He's off the water board now, Wiggins is, but the Kemah City Council has now appointed him to the powerful KCDC Economic Board. Even after the indictment, those folks control nearly half of the city's revenue, and many of their decisions could benefit Wiggins financially.
How many properties do you actually own over there? I know you own a lot, like rental houses and things like that.
I own 160 parcels in Galveston County.
That makes every decision Wiggins makes as a public official in Kemah a potential walking conflict of interest. And that's why I made my latest appeal to the Kemah City Council the other day as the trial was still going on.
Listen, first of all, congratulations, Mayor, on your election. Congratulations on your election. I come from Galveston, where Matt Wiggins is standing trial for alleged criminal wrongdoing.
That was before the judge insulted the island with that curious ruling from the bench. Many jurors we talked to didn't like what Wiggins did, but didn't think it rose to a felony conviction with possible jail time. But they deserve the right to pass that judgment.
He should be removed immediately from the KCDC, regardless of what happens in that Galveston courtroom, because he's been found guilty of ethics violations.
For these violations, the commission has voted to assess a sanction against Mr. Wiggins the amount of $1,000.
Wiggins had already been found guilty by the Texas Ethics Commission of misconduct. He's appealing, but that's not the point. His use of public funds for a personal fight is.
It stains the city. It complicates your work.
Robin Collins is the new mayor of Kemah. She ran unopposed. She joined council last year in stripping all power from the mayor's office when Carl Joyner was there. He even had to share his office with council members. That's how silly it got. Now we'll see if Collins likes a dose of her own medicine. Kemah city staff has fled the town. Too many bosses. The 2,000 folks who live in this tourist town have a right to an independent city council and to know exactly what the conflicts are. The Texan says Wiggins holds the mortgage on one of Robin Collins' properties. Councilman Doug Meisinger, he says he has no conflicts of interest, but he operates his home and business out of a building that Wiggins owns. The ranger asked about their association.
It's a town of 2,000 people. Everybody's,
I know.
Everybody's
I
an
know.
associate of mine.
I understand that.
Wiggins isn't shy about directing his friends on council to do what he wants them to. He wanted council to vote to move a planned boat ramp, even though it might delay the Highway 146 project by 18 months. And his allegations led to a wasteful investigation into the remodeling of Kemah City Hall that happened when Carl Joyner was mayor.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
The Kemah City Council voted again to keep that report secret this month. But that vote doesn't matter anymore because we've already showed you the document and the truth they've been hiding from you. $74,000 was spent to investigate. And you know what it shows? That Kemah overpaid the contractor by just 2 cents.
We can't find money. We're missing money.
Not true. According to Kemah's own lawyers, it's time for Evans to fully disclose her relationship with Wiggins too. Let's get everyone's cards on the table. If taxpayers are looking for a promise from Mr. Wiggins to follow ethics rules going forward, the Texas Ranger, well, he didn't get one.
You're fine to send out newsletters. I'm not saying that, all right? But just choose, I guess, words a little differently, and maybe you be more broad instead of specific.
I'll send out 2 from now on. I'll post one on the internet and I'll send one in the bill.
Well, and so you know.
Joyner didn't run for re-election. Council blocked his every move. But stay tuned.
And I know you're shocked that Carl Joyner's not mayor and I'm still here, even though I've always told you that I was here before and I was going to be here after.
Matt Wiggins may not have learned his lesson, and he certainly isn't ready to call a truce.
Is there ever going to be a mend of the fences between y'all? You
No,
think?
not at all. You can't make a deal with a scorpion.